going on, guys? It's your boy Justin from the J Media, and I'm back with another video. So since the last video, it's been a few days, and previously I was in Malaysia and I'm back in Singapore now. So decided to take some time off camera because my cousin was getting married. Again, congratulations to my cousin. He's the first of, I guess, in my family of all us cousins to get married. So that was why I came back to Asia, specifically Singapore and Malaysia, just to attend the wedding. And then also to check out the car scene and meet up with some old friends who I haven't seen in a few years. So now that I'm back in Singapore, I'll be meeting my best friend from back in secondary school, Noel. Gonna hit up more food spots. So I'm trying to think, I'll see if you have any suggestions, but I'm trying to think of where to eat, and I can't think of a better place than Chinatown because he has some really good food there, a really good local food, as well as it's an awesome place if you have to buy gifts. It's pretty, I guess you can say it's pretty a pretty heritage area to visit. So like Chinatown, there's a Kampong Glam, which is the Malay stuff, and there's Little India with like the, you know, the Indian food and Indian stuff there as well. So as Arab Street, so some pretty cool spots that I might check out. But maybe for today we might just check out Chinatown. But yeah, I'm gonna meet my friend Noel in a bit, and I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, so I kept saying I want to check out good food spots. We actually, my brother and myself compiled a list of food we wanted to try when we were back in Singapore and Malaysia. So I've been checking these items off the checklist one by one. But I'm going to just read up a few, like, I guess, popular local food here. And if any of you guys are subscribers from Malaysia or Singapore, or have had these food before, comment in the comment section below what is your favorite food. So stuff like laksa, rendang, bak mee, carrot cake, satay, murtabak, mee siam, mee goreng, chili crab, nasi lemak, nasi goreng, rojak, just a bunch of stuff. The list goes on. So I'm just adding stuff, and I also make sure to take photos of the delicious food I have back here. Again, if you guys didn't know, Austin, Texas, where I live, do not have a Singaporean food restaurant, unfortunately. The closest are in Houston or Dallas, which is about a 3-4 hour drive. And you know, it's not as authentic, so it's not really that good. So yeah, it's something I really miss back here.
A few moments later.
Alright, so we just reached Raffles Place. Right now we're just gonna tap out and head to the first location. So where are we headed to right now?
Here.
Okay.
I will show you what we call the Central Business District.
Okay. So they call it the CBD district, which is the Central Business District, where a lot of office buildings. Nice. What do you mean by that? Like
beautiful sceneries.
Okay.
You know, I mean, the river.
Oh yeah,
nice
it's right by the river.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna check out. We're gonna get food. We're gonna check out some of the skyscrapers as well as the I guess the really local attractions here. All right. So we just got out of Raffles Place, and right now we are right in the middle of, I guess, what's this called, Raffles Place.
Yeah. This
So a lot of people work here. Office buildings everywhere. Banks. So a lot of banks.
Everywhere. Careful.
UOB, Keppel, Maybank, a bunch of banks. So right now we're just heading to the river. Oh, I actually can kind of see it. So that green, that building, that green thing, a green dome on the top is actually the Parliament House, right?
Yeah, it
okay. Is it still inactive, or is it just for show now?
Well, it is active, so at some events they still hold it there, but
okay.
I'm not too sure because I've never been there in a long time. But it's a beautiful place.
Okay.
And it's the UOB Plaza, Stand Chartered.
So yeah, just a lot of banks around this area. If you work in a corporate job here in Singapore, there's a really high chance that you work here. Alright, so just maybe walk down for one street and we are right in the middle of the, I guess, Singapore River. So like I said, a bunch of office buildings here. There's a lot of restaurants and bars now. A pretty old iconic bridge, Parliament House in the distance, and over there you see more like cool stuff. So that little spiky thing there is called the Esplanade, which pretty much has a lot of musical performances and plays. And then in the distance you see more office buildings and hotels as well. More office buildings over here.
Right.
So yeah, So which direction would you like to head to first?
Well, we can walk down this direction.
Okay, so where I guess the restaurants and bars located. Okay. Alright, so over here, back at the office buildings, there's some pretty cool architectures over here by the office buildings. So I guess, I'm guessing during the workday it gets pretty packed, people's wearing, you know, the office attire. And during lunchtime you can just come out, hang out here, relax. So right now we are walking to this place called La Pasa, which is pretty much
Food place.
yeah, pretty famous hawker center. So it's
open.
pretty close by. Alright, so after a little walk, we are finally over here at La Pasa. So this is one of the oldest, most well-known hawker centers here in Singapore. As you can tell, it's around the office area. Is there a direct translation for La Pasa, or that's why it's known as?
Pasar means market.
Market, yeah.
Lao means old, so it's like old.
So it's like old market.
Yeah.
It's been around, I think, I want to say since the 1800s. It's been around for a long time. If I got my facts right. So we're just gonna go inside, check out some local food. Alright, so I just ordered laksa, which is a local dish. It's pretty much like curry noodles. Alright, so my best friend Noel got some food. And what is this? So it's kind of like you just pick out different dishes and it comes with noodles. So yeah, it's pretty much like soup noodles.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, also got a local drink. Noel got us some sugarcane juice. I haven't had this forever. So it's real sugarcane juice, not any syrup or powder. Alright, so just done eating, and right now over here, I believe during the daytime is not that many people, but at night I guess it comes alive. So they have satay over here. Let's check it out. Alright, so pretty much we are getting close to Chinatown area. Pretty cool. So you see road signs as well as some road signs in Mandarin as well. And over here I think I see an old Chinese temple, street by the bay. So a lot of stuff here in Singapore, you have them in the 4 languages, in the English, Mandarin, Malay and Tamil. So really diverse, you know, country. This is Ang Sang Hill Park, and you have the different road signs here. So like I said, you have English, Mandarin, and seems like you have Japanese on the bottom. Interesting. So right now all these are the old shop houses. So a lot of places in Singapore, because of, you know, building new hotels and office buildings, they destroyed a lot of these old classic buildings, but it really has a lot of history and heritage behind it. I believe these shop houses were everywhere in Singapore around, like, I don't know, maybe like the 60s or 50s or something like that. So right now I know certain parts of Singapore, they preserve all these buildings so that you could, you know, hold on to the heritage. So over here at the back of a Chinese temple, it's a lot of stuff here, like Korean. There's a lot of Korean bars, Korean spots here. I never walked along this stretch before, but this is leading towards Chinatown. Alright, so just to share with you guys how diverse Singapore is. So on this side you have your traditional Chinese temple, and literally right next door you have what they call an Indian Muslim Heritage Center. So yeah, like right beside each other. Alright, super random. So we are pretty much right in the middle of Chinatown now, and my friend Noel was saying that in Singapore usually everything's right-hand drive, but he pointed out one car to me that's left-hand drive. So I guess you can import left-hand drive cars here. But interesting, left-hand drive. Alright, so we are right smack in the middle of Chinatown now. You know, when you can see all the lanterns up there. And again, talking about diversity, so right here we have a Malay Muslim mosque, and then beside it over there you have an Indian temple. If you walk further down you have a Chinese temple. So really diverse. And it's not, is this all year round that they have lanterns, or is it?
Guess not. It's nearing the Chinese New Year.
Okay. So during the Lunar New Year they have all these lanterns up. Alright, and you see all these walls have like really nice murals, so very traditional. We're at Muhammad Ali Lane. So really cool. Here's a more close-up view of the Indian temple. So this is the Indian temple. And then right now Noel's bringing us to another spot. It is pretty hot, so we might stop somewhere, get a cold drink. It's pretty humid and hot. I'm not used to the weather yet. Alright, so right now we're at Smith Street, and this is where the Chinatown food markets are. So if you walk down this aisle, you get a lot of traditional food. Oh, I see coconut juice. We might have to get coconut juice.
You want a coconut juice?
Yeah, is there anything more local?
I don't think coconut's local, but...
Pretty local. You don't really get that in the US that much, so let's get that. So real coconuts, and what they do is they just cut it open to get your coconut juice. And like I said, there's a lot of hawker food stands here. Singapore's an island, so you get a lot of seafood as well. Ooh, chili crab. Alright, more drinks. And we're just walking along here, a lot of shops. We are in a hawker center here in Chinatown, and usually some of you guys who watch food review, food videos might know who Gordon Ramsay is. There's 1, 2, and 3 stars, and over here in Chinatown, my friend Noel is saying there's a 1-star chicken rice, so it means it's really famous. 1 Michelin star restaurant here, so let's check it out. Alright, so we're at this dessert store, and I had to get a local dessert. So ice kacang is super local, and then Noel got almond longan. But I would say some of the really local desserts. So ice kacang is super local, chendol is super local as well. And with desserts, I never had that. And with desserts, there's cold as well as hot desserts. So our desserts today is both cold, so this is a pretty hot day. Alright, so here's a local dessert. So here's my ice kacang. So basically it's shaved ice with like some, I guess you can say syrup and corn. And then Noel got what's this called again? Almond with longan. So longan is a pretty, I guess you can say, local Southeast Asian fruit. Alright, so while eating the ice kacang, I realized I think they use some sort of like coconut syrup, condensed milk, something like that. There's also some red beans as well as grass jelly as well on the bottom. Alright, so we finished eating ice kacang and the dessert, and we came to check out the chicken rice store I told you about. It's closed unfortunately, but it does say here Hawker Chan, and it says up here that it was awarded the Michelin 1-star from the year 2016 to 2017. And fun fact, my friend Noel was telling me that it is the cheapest Michelin star meal you could get anywhere in the world. It's $2.50 for a Michelin star meal. So we just saw the chicken rice place that's really famous at Chinatown Complex. Actually right across the street, since it got so famous, they opened up another one. So same thing, it's called Hawker Chan, soy sauce, chicken rice and noodle. So this one over here is open. And let's see the menu over here. So star, signature, if you chicken rice, noodles, pork, different stuff. So over here still in Chinatown, right now we are heading to the train station. Take the train. Unfortunately I do have to run family errands, so I'm gonna meet up with the family. I'm not gonna vlog, but I'll just end this video here. And again, there are other spots in Singapore, but for today's video we checked out Raffles Place, we checked out the CBD area, which is the town office buildings area, as well as Chinatown. So leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.